For sure. That's a good idea. Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome to Heart to Heart. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Good. Okay, so first question that we have for you today is how did you come up with your name?
Oh, it's my real life name without one of the letters. Just Radu is my name and I cut the A. It's not very original.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, when you decided to make that name, did you know you wanted to be a streamer? Was it your streamer name or it was your Hearthstone name at that time?
So it was my name on League of Legends, and then I just took it when I started playing Hearthstone when Hearthstone came out like 9 years ago. And my Twitch channel was first Radu_HS, and then I just changed the name to RDU Live, which sounds, I think, better. But yeah, it definitely wasn't a marketing name. Like I didn't make this name thinking I'm gonna become a streamer.
Okay. And so when you decided to be a streamer, did you think about having a different name, or you like the simplicity of having like only three letters, like not lots of numbers after?
Um, I didn't have to think about it because I felt like it's a good name already. But if I had like a worse name, like super hard to pronounce or something, I would have changed it. But it's pretty simple name. I like it, yeah.
Yeah, no, no, for sure. It's like easy to remember also, so you haven't thought about it as a marketing technique, but it still fits in it. Okay, good. So how long have you been a streamer?
I actually don't know. Like everybody's like celebrating their streamer anniversaries on Twitch and like Twitter, and I have no idea. I know that I'm streaming from like for sure since the first year Hearthstone came out, and I was like 16. Now I'm 25, so like 8 years ago, I think. But I wasn't streaming as often and as consistently back then.
Wow, you started when you were 16. That's such a long time ago.
16 or 17, I cannot remember.
Wow. Um, so did you did you decide to continue your education even though your career started booming fast?
No.
You folk you,
So
you
hmm?
go for it, go for it.
I was saying that basically I was in high school, and once high school was about like in the last year, I was doing really well in Hearthstone tournaments. I was doing okay streaming, but I was basically getting no money from the stream. But the tournaments were going great, and I was like, I'm not gonna go to college, university, however it's called, because I want to like postpone it for 1 year to see how tournaments go. And 1 year later, tournaments went even better. And I was like, I'll postpone it one more year, and then tournaments went even better. And then in one more year, streaming started doing well, tournaments started doing well, and right now I just don't see myself going back to studying.
Yeah, no, of course. It's like it was circumstantial at that time, and
But yeah, I want to say one more thing. Like, I think studying is still the best path for like 99% of people. I just had insane amounts of luck to find something that I'm good at so early in my life, and I could pursue it. But for most people, it's still better to stay in school.
and like if we go into more of your family and your parents, like how was it perceived for you to like not go to school and decided to be a video game player?
I mean, they were supportive because I was doing it at a high level. I feel like if I would be doing it at a lower level, maybe they wouldn't be so supportive. But I don't know. But I think when I decided to like pause it, I was top 5 in the world in constructed. So that's a level that you can afford to do these kind of decisions. The question is, would I gamble on myself if I was like, I don't know, top 100? Maybe, maybe not. Hard to say.
Yeah. So, like as you mentioned, you played constructed before battleground. So what was the turning point for you for changing to one mode to another?
Um, I just liked Battlegrounds and I clicked with it immediately. I mean, okay, going back before Battlegrounds, I really liked the original auto chess in Dota 2. And then when Battlegrounds came out, I was like, oh my god, this is for me. And I just played it and played more, and people loved it. And I don't know, it's just, I like playing the game. People liked watching the game. It felt more natural for me to stay in the game, also for longer hours. I wasn't getting tired. I felt like I'm at my best streaming Battlegrounds. I don't know, it just feels a bit better for me than constructed. I still like constructed and I still like card games, but I feel like I'm more fun when I stay in Battlegrounds.
And do you play constructed on your free times?
I used to when I was a grandmaster, but right now no. Right now I play no constructed, and I'm not sure when I'll come back to constructed, if that will ever happen. Hopefully it will, but I don't know. Right now I'm not playing it.
And with the new expansion coming up, does with the new minion types and everything else, is it scratching something for you?
No. Like I don't want to be a party pooper, and like I know a lot of people, including yourself, are like hyped for the expansion, and I remember the times that I was super hyped for like expansions myself. I think I just played way too much constructed and I need a break from it, and I'm hyped for people being hyped for the expansion, but myself, I'm all in on Battlegrounds. Like I cannot wait any single Battlegrounds update, and I'm looking forward to them. Constructed wise, not so much right now. In the future, maybe I'll be.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, I'm looking forward to that moment for your comeback.
I still hope the expansion is gonna do well because it benefits the game as a whole, and like I want people to have fun playing the game. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see like how Hearthstone develops throughout the years, in the years to come. That's for sure.
For sure. And so you started playing Battlegrounds when it was launched, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you clicked instantly to it. So if we compare what was Battleground at that time compared to now, like huge evolution, lots of complexity was added over the years. So how would you compare like the beginning of it compared to where we are now?
I think now it's way more complex. I mean, right now we have some crazy cards like Friend of a Friend, and I think the game has never been as crazy. But I think the game is becoming more complex, more interesting, more high level, and I cannot wait to see what's the future of Battlegrounds. But I think the game designers are doing a perfect job with the game. It's just nice.
Okay, and so you mentioned like the intensity and the craziness right now. We like in the last week we interviewed other battleground players, colleague of yours. They didn't like the swing turns that much. Like they felt like there was lots of swing turns compared to before. How do you feel about these swing turns now? Like from this meta.
Well, I don't mind it because I feel like the years of playing constructed helped me here. I used to also be like a gameplay purist, and I was always upset when my opponents were doing very powerful plays. But then I understood that these powerful plays have to kind of exist for like the average viewer to be happy playing the game. And in that situation, I'm like, okay, I'll just learn how to do the powerful plays myself rather than like expect everything to be super fair. We're playing a crazy mini game in a card game. We're not playing chess. We shouldn't expect things to be like super fair. So once I made peace with that, I think my whole Hearthstone experience as a whole changed, both for constructed and battlegrounds.
Okay, and how do you feel about the new buddy system?
I love it. I think it's great. Like it makes some heroes a little bit more one-dimensional, but it's a great change. I think something like buddies or prizes should always exist in battlegrounds to make games more spicy.
Yes, definitely. I feel it's good for viewers also for when you're streaming that game because it adds another layer. It's interesting for your viewer. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I feel like it's also like making your hero power more straightforward.
And
Like it tells you how to play your hero, if that makes sense.
basing more of your strategy around the hero.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so now that we talked a bit about the new buddy system and the all the different heroes, do you have a favorite buddy hero currently that like it's an auto pick for you?
Gallywix. I mean, Gallywix is not super fun. It's more like crazy than it is fun. And I like Gallywix, and I think I almost always play it, no matter the bans, no matter the lobby. There are some combinations where he's pretty bad, but I like Gallywix a lot. And now with the latest patch, Ambassador is probably my favorite hero. I think I'm picking Ambassador over anything. It's just like exactly what I want to do. Level, 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 and then level some more.
So it's gonna change the meta quite a bit, because from what we've seen in the last month, it was pretty much stay on the lower tier for a while and then you level.
Yeah, in a way it changes the meta, but in another way it's still good to stay Tavern 1 for a bit, just not forever.
Okay, good. So which patch that happened on hero you think was the most hurtful to one of them, that changed the way you see that hero, like from 0 to 100?
A lot of heroes got absolutely ravaged. Like Wagtoggle, Leech Basal got destroyed. Kyrian got removed. I don't really remember other situations. Like Ragnaros got nerfed, but now he's like still playable with the body system. Plenty of heroes were destroyed by nerfs. They were like the best in the game, and then they were like unplayable. And sometimes for the better. Sometimes they were way too good. Like, for example, I think the most hated hero in Battlegrounds all time has to be Diablo. And if we ever see Diablo, I expect a tuned down version of it.
Yes. Do you ever play Patchwork?
No. I want to win. I want to win. I don't want to troll.
Is there other hero like that you never play with them?
There has to be.
That you think that are absolute trash?
Nothing comes to my mind, but there has to be another hero that is absolute trash. Wait, I'll search for one. Absolute trash hero. Man, there has to be one here. I don't play Kutun, Hook Task. Drektar is absolutely unplayable. Nzoth, Sneed, Tamzin, Tavish, all of those are absolutely unplayable. Rat King, Varden, ugh. I got baited into playing one game of Varden like the first day it was released. Twishat was saying like, oh, I want a game with it, it's such a broken hero, I picked it top 8. Next game, and for the next 5 games, everybody who picked Varden just went last place. Also, Vandar is unplayable. Like, I don't know, Vandar and Rektar, they should definitely get a rework or something. And that's another thing about Battlegrounds, like, I like heroes not being, like, broken, but, like, I hate heroes being unplayable, because when you get multiple unplayable picks, you just don't know what to do. And I wish they would, like, look at some of the heroes and, like, give them some love.
Okay, good. So, additionally to that, what would you like to see introduced in the next year in Battleground?
I would like something similar to bodies and prizes. I have no idea what, because I'm not a game designer. And then once they want to phase that out, they could do a rotation between all of those. They could also go crazier and, like, I don't know, make a special tier of minions that they can only be discovered if something specific happens. They can do so many things with the game, they just need to be creative. And I'm not creative, I'm just, like, good at figuring out what is the most powerful thing, but I don't really have like all the creativeness to like come up with things.
And is there something in particular that's very irritating for you in this meta right now?
Not really. Tweeshot when they make fun of me that I'm lower ranked than Super JJ.
And
That's
what do
it.
and what do you think about that?
I mean, I don't really mind it. It motivates me to get better.
Good, good, good. So you've traveled a lot for Hearthstone before the pandemic, obviously, for tournament and everything, right?
Yeah.
What was your best experience in a tournament?
Experience in a tournament or like place that I visited?
Uh, that will be the next question.
Ah, okay. So the best experience was obviously winning. So I remember Insomnia in Birmingham, and I remember DreamHack in Jönköping. But yeah, winning the tournaments is the most fun experience. It feels like there's like I don't know if there's another feeling I can compare with like winning a tournament in front of like so many people and the crowd. Like next day you wake up and you're like, did I really win this tournament? It's weird. It's an intense feeling.
I can imagine, definitely. And in the places you visited and the venues, do you have a favorite place in or venue?
The venues generally were pretty trash, but like bad food, bad venue. I'm joking, no. But I never particularly was like amazed by a venue, other than the ones for Worlds, which were like stadiums and stuff. But I really enjoyed almost every visit I had to America. I just like the culture there, the food, everything. And from Europe, I think Netherlands was the best place I visited. It's just like very nice to have everybody know English everywhere.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. And talking about English, you do speak another language, right?
Yes, Romanian.
And have you ever thought about streaming in Romanian or do anything related with your your language?
Well, not really, because it's going back to like the first question. It's very bad marketing strategy. Literally, almost all the Romanians on Twitch know English, but no non-Romanian knows Romanian. So I would just like shoot myself in the foot because 8% or even lower of my audience would be able to understand me if I speak in Romanian.
100%.
So I just don't see a reason to do that. But I appeared on some Romanian podcasts. I'm down to do that in the future as well. I don't know.
No, but that's a good idea.
Maybe if I go for president of Romania one day. I'm joking.
I've been to Romania also, FYI.
Oh, really?
Yes.
To what city?
So it's Cluj. It's a like university. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right in the, but it's
Yeah,
a
you said it. You said it's fine.
Okay, good. I went there when I was in university with my college friends. Why are you laughing?
I'm just laughing at Twishat.
Okay.
I should probably close the chat. I don't know. It's making me laugh. Yeah. Cluj is nice. I was there only once for a dream hack.
And where are you in Romania?
Bucharest.
Okay, you're in the main city.
Yeah, I mean, some people would say Cluj is also main city, but I don't know. It's Bucharest is like the capital and it's like probably the biggest city, but not by a lot. I know there's other cities in Romania. Don't get your pitchforks.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, and if we go back to more of the beginning. So why did you decide to start playing Hearthstone? Is there a factor that made you want to start playing the game?
Yeah, I always liked card games, and I was national champion in Yu-Gi-Oh when I was like really young. And when I saw that there's a big card game coming out, I was like, I have to play it. I don't know, I just particularly liked card games. So it was amazing to see a card game in the spotlight for once. Because usually card games are not in the spotlight, like now. Like I wouldn't really say that now is a great time to play card games. But when Hearthstone came out, it just filled in a niche and it was just exactly what people wanted to play.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. And and I'm guessing it clicked right away with you like it did with Battleground.
I don't really remember. I think it didn't really click right away. I was more interested in the beginning, and then the more I played it, the more I started to like it. But I don't think it was right away like it was with Battleground.
Okay. And were you playing on the always on the PC or were you playing on mobile also?
When I first started playing Hearthstone, there was no mobile version. So once the mobile version was released, I was already like a known pro player in the tournament scene, and I bought a tablet to like have it when I travel to just like play the game casually and practice basically on the go. But I never played on the mobile phone. It feels like too small, so it's either tablet or computer for me. But now for Battleground, it's only computer. Tablet is not fast enough, and I on tablet I cannot have Firestone. Hashtag ad.
That's for sure. It's such a game changer to re-see what your opponent was playing the turn before that you can't on tablet. So yeah, for sure, it's very helpful. Um, okay, so I since you've played constructed before, I still have a couple of constructed game for you. So what was your favorite meta when you were playing constructed?
Patron Warrior for sure. I remember I was playing like two servers, I think it was, Asia and Europe, and just going for a finish with Patron Warrior and just playing 30 days of Patron Warrior, 8 hours per day. And I still loved it.
That's good. That's good because it's a lot of time in a week playing that deck.
Yes.
And do you have a favorite artwork on a card?
Not really.
And for Battleground, also, do you have any favorite skin that you think is awesome?
Nothing that comes to my mind, but there are some skins that I think are awesome. Like there's a Zephyr skin that is awesome, the one with Agent Z. Nothing that comes to my mind immediately. The Gallowix skin, where he's like surrounded by gold, is pretty cool.
Good, good. I really like Cute Katoon. I know Katoon is trash, but Cute Katoon is nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what's your plan like in the short term version for streaming gaming? Like, what are you anticipating the next few years is gonna look for you?
Well, I want to be the best I can be at battle runs and the best I can be at streaming. And if something happens to like battle runs, or if like a new game that I enjoy more comes out, I just want like streaming is my main objective. Right now it's battlegrounds. In the next years, maybe it's gonna be something else. Even though I kind of doubt it, I still like battlegrounds and I feel like it still has a lot of potential. But I basically want to be the best at what I'm doing, just battlegrounds and streaming for now.
Okay, good. And on a personal level,
On a personal level,
you're like, what? I have a personal life?
I mean, I already have an awesome girlfriend and I have an awesome group of friends. Other than that, I just want to have a good time. I guess travel a bit more. Now with the pandemic, I couldn't travel that much. And I just want to travel a little bit more. I
Okay,
think that
good.
would be it.
And so when you're not playing video games, what do you do?
Hang out with my girlfriend and with my friends. And sometimes exercise. Not as much recently as before. I need to exercise a little bit more. I got a little bit sloppy with the pandemic because they closed the gyms and then they opened them again and then they closed them, and I need to just make my home gym somehow, like get some weights and stuff, and like stop making excuses.
Is the gym far away from your house?
It was closed,
It's
and
still
now
closed?
it's maybe open again, and like I don't know. I need to like figure out the balance.
Okay. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm hoping
But basically, I want to keep like a pretty simple life and just like full focus most of the hours on like being the best at streaming and Valorant, but also know how to relax when I'm not streaming or competing. I think that's very important because like some people just like go 20 hours per day, and like I think that's a little bit too much.
for sure, for sure. And so, what do you do as relaxing activity with your girlfriend when you're relaxing?
I mean, watching TV shows, movies, all the normal stuff, cooking,
Did you say hooking?
cooking, like making food together.
Cooking.
And other things that cannot be said on Twitch.
Cooking. Okay. I'm sorry. I was like, wow. Okay. Cooking. So you're a cook.
Yes, I like cooking so much that I did I did some cooking streams as well during the pandemic.
Oh, you did. I've missed that.
Really, they were like super difficult to set up. Like a lot of setup for only like half an hour of streaming. It's just like so much more chill to focus on battlegrounds. But it's something that I'm looking into, like doing a little bit more than just playing battlegrounds all day with my streams. But at the same time, I respect most of the people watching and having the desire of just watching battlegrounds for me. And if they want to watch somebody cook, they go watch Gordon Ramsay or whatever. But yeah, so I'm a big proponent of doing the most you can of what you're good at, but at the same time, experimenting a little bit and having a little bit of fun to relax is not bad.
Okay, good. And so, if you want to impress your girlfriend, what would you do? What would you cook her?
Hmm. Some Romanian food for sure.
Like what?
Like there's like a chicken stew with like tomatoes that I promised her to make for like so much time, but I didn't because it's like a bit complicated. And lava cake. We love eating lava cake, but we found out that it's easier to just buy lava cake than to make it at home. Like you just buy it from the supermarket and put it in the oven.
Well, that's definitely a solution for time efficiency for sure. Um, and so is she in chat? Does she watch your stream?
She watches sometimes. She might be here right now.
Dun, dun, dun.
We don't know.
So how long have you been together?
1 year.
1 year. Wow, time goes. So you met her during pandemic.
Yes.
How did you do that?
Dating apps.
Ooh, nice, nice.
I mean, how else? Like, I wouldn't go outside and like, just like, randomly get into talks with like strangers, especially during the pandemic. But I think we literally met when like everything was closed, almost everything.
That must have been hard to see each other.
Huh? Yeah.
Well,
In the beginning.
were you dating on like FaceTime?
Yeah. That we definitely talked on video before seeing each other, and that's good generally because you don't want to get catfished, especially if you're a girl. But it can work both ways. So that's like pro dating advice. Definitely have like a video call before you meet.
Good. Everyone in chat, please take notes. Please. So, So it's been a year that you're together. Do you share any like similar interest? Does she play video games?
Um, she's not really a gamer, but she sometimes likes some video games.
Like
Like
Hearthstone?
we love we loved play. No, she doesn't like Hearthstone, but we loved playing It
Sorry.
Takes Two, for example. It's a great game.
Yeah. Okay. It takes two. Yes. Okay. Nice.
And
Um.
I tried to get her to play Elden Ring, but after watching me play, she doesn't want to play for obvious reasons.
Yes. Well, I've heard you had some really intense situation in the last week that made you tilt.
No, I never told. I think you misheard the situation.
I had little spies that were watching your stream for the notes for the interview. So I'm really hoping your setup is still okay. You didn't have to buy anything new.
Yeah, I mean, my setup is definitely very resistant. I think I punched my desk countless times.
Oh my god. And so so you have like kind of like a streaming room, like your office is kind of like the place where you put everything related to streaming and you only use it for that.
No, it's just our living room. I wouldn't really call it an office. So currently we live in like a two-room apartment, and I don't know. It's enough for now for us right now. We don't feel like we need to move to like a giga mansion in Bucharest yet. Maybe at some point we will,
Good.
outside of Bucharest, on the
So
outskirts. I don't
so
know.
so maybe we're gonna see her walk past you while you stream.
She doesn't usually do that. Like she respects my space, and she doesn't want to just like go randomly on the camera.
And now you realize she's behind you. And now you realize. Do you have a pet?
Yes, I have a 2.5-year-old doggo called Tokyo.
Nice, nice, nice. So you adopted him before meeting your girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay. Does she get along with him?
Yeah. She's
Oh,
yeah, she likes him, I think.
okay. I'm sensing some hesitation here.
I mean, Tokyo is always like a little bit wild, and like it gets some time to like know him.
Okay. Okay. Okay, okay.
I mean, it also took me some time to like get used to having a pet because I didn't have like a dog my whole life.
Okay.
It's kind of
Well,
like weird. People told me like it's kind of like having a child, but I don't know. I still assume that having a child is like more difficult.
and so what did you realize that it was like having a child?
No, I don't have any kids,
No, no, but it's
so
like.
yeah,
So you mean now you believe people when they tell you that?
I have no idea. I'll see, I guess.
Okay. Now, okay, so we get into the part of the interview related to food. So,
Okay.
so can you tell us a bit about your like one day in the life of RDU, like from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed?
So, um, a normal day, a working day with a long stream generally goes like I wake up and I walk my dog. Then my girlfriend and I make food together, and generally our food of choice, at least recently, is making like some sort of kebab. Basically, it's kind of like a burrito and a kebab two in one. I don't know. It's our creation. We just like cook some meat and cheese and vegetables and potatoes and make it all together in like make it into a roll, into a wrap. Pretty delicious.
Good, good. And so at what time do you wake up?
Generally 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
And then I stream from like 1 p.m. And I usually go to sleep at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Okay, good. And so after the stream, you cook with your girlfriend, or does she prepare dinner for you?
Depends on the day. Depends on the day. Like there's no like ritual. It depends. But it's a good way to relax after a long stream to just cook some food and then eat it and enjoy it.
Do you drink some wine with it? Are you a wine guy?
Sometimes, but I don't want to drink wine way too often. Because even though some people say it's good for you, I slightly doubt that you should drink wine every day. Or at least I perform better when I drink it, I don't know, once every couple of days or something.
Okay, good. Do you drink beer?
No, I hate beer.
So only wine.
Or hard liquor with like other things like fillers.
Okay, like
when we are with friends or something, not by myself.
like a drink,
Yeah, like a cocktail or something.
like a martini or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. When I say hard liquor, it sounds like a little bit more than like it's just like I don't know, gin and tonic or something like that.
Perfect. That's good. That's good.
Whiskey, Red Bull.
Yeah, obviously. And so you don't drink that much, but you prefer wine. Are you more of a red or white?
Um, Take a guess.
Red.
Yes. I mean, most people I think prefer red wine,
Mm-hmm.
and white is like whatever.
Well, it depends, but yes, I can see why you say that. Okay, so when you order food, what's your go-to?
Um, Go to burgers, but my ideal would be sushi.
Ooh, nice. Do you have
But
a...
I don't like eating sushi every day. I mean, mate, I never tried eating sushi every day. It would be pretty expensive.
Yeah,
But yeah,
no.
sushi is nice. I like my favorite food is sushi, I think.
Good, good, good. Um, and so do you like cheese?
Yes.
Top three cheese.
Top three.
Mm-hmm. I told you it's always the hardest part of the interview. I don't know.
Pecorino.
Yes.
Burrata.
Ooh, good choice. Good choice. I kind of feel you're gonna say Parmesan.
No. Cheddar.
Okay.
Cheddar is probably my favorite.
Okay. But burrata, that's a good choice. I like that. It's a bit it's a bit unusual as the answer to this question. So good. um, okay. And do you drink coffee?
Yes, a lot.
Do you drink tea?
Almost never.
Almost never. So you're a real coffee guy. What do you put in your coffee?
Nothing. I just drink it straight, and I drink like 2 or 3 per day.
Okay. Well, that's not a lot. 2 or 3.
I mean, it's every day.
Okay, good. Good, good. So last food question. Are you more of a vegetable or fruit guy?
Fruit.
Top three fruits?
Raspberries, blueberries, and mango.
Okay, good. Good, good. Um, oh, sorry. Last question. Do you like dessert?
Yes, sometimes a little bit too much, so I'm trying to avoid it. It's too addictive. But yes, I do like dessert.
And lava cake would be on top.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Lava cake with my girlfriend is number one dessert.
Lava cake with my girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay, good. That, I mean, it goes together, you know? It goes.
Yes, it's a very specific combination.
Okay, good. Um, so also, like you mentioned, you're watching some TV when you relax. Do you watch movie? If yes, what's the latest one you watch? Same thing with series.
The last movie I watched was The Batman. Great movie. And the last series that I finished was Ozark. Great series.
Good. So you mentioned that you also do activities with your friends to relax. Which kind of activities do you do with your friends?
Drinking. No, I'm joking. I don't know, like everything, just like meeting up, uh, going out, all kinds of stuff.
Good.
Going to the movies.
Good. If you would, oh, also the last book you read.
Last book that I read was something with the habits. I forgot the title. It was like a long title with making habits. I generally read like books that like help me in a way,
Like
like
a
either with
self-help?
economy and stuff like that. Basically, stuff that I missed in school.
Okay, good.
I'm not reading like science fiction and that kind of stuff.
Okay, and well, do you do audiobooks too?
I do audiobooks as well sometimes.
Okay.
I think I listened to Fight Club audio, and I started Dune, but then I saw the movie was coming out, so I just rather finish the movie.
I liked Dune. That was good. Um, okay, if you could live anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would you live?
I like it in Romania, to be honest.
So if you had the choice of going everywhere, you would still stay in Romania.
I mean, now it's like a little bit of global tension, so maybe it's not the best place to be at because we are very close to the conflict. But without this, yes, I like Romania a lot.
Good. Are you gonna go
Right
to?
now, right now, I would love to be on an island with perfect internet connection.
I think everyone wants that right now. Castaway, castaway.
Like I don't know, Cayman Islands or some shit.
A boat. Maybe you just need a big boat.
Yeah.
Are you going to TwitchCon this year?
No idea. I
Have
haven't
you-
thought of.
Have you been?
I
to
haven't thought of that
TwitchCon?
yet.
Have you been in the past to TwitchCon?
No.
You've never been.
I generally don't like going to an event unless I have like a specific thing to do at that event. Like if Twitch would invite me to like host a panel or something, maybe I'd go. But I'm not. I didn't go there as like a fan or streamer because I feel like it's too many days off, and I would rather take those days off to go on like a proper vacation. I know I'm like a little bit too nerdy in this regard, but that's just how I feel about it.
And have you been to BlizzCon when it was still on?
Yes, I was at BlizzCon 2 times with things to do there. Like when I was once for a tournament and once for Battlegrounds initial showcase.
Okay, good. Talking about fans, have you had people stopping you on the street and being like, RDU?
Sometimes, but not like that. Like they're like, "Oh, you RDU, right?" I was like, "Yes." Cool. Have a nice day. Cool. Have a nice day. That's
But
generally how it goes.
it did happen.
Sometimes we talk a little bit more, I don't know, but it was never like creepy.
Do you think that's the case because you're a guy?
No idea. I haven't thought of it.
Okay. Um, but so well, at least like some people did recognize you on the street, which is kind of nice, which makes you known. And was it in Romania or was it somewhere else?
Um, it was only in Bucharest or directly at the event in like
Okay.
another country.
Okay. Okay. Good. Um, and so you mentioned you wanted maybe to get a house, like a bigger space, like later, not right now. A castle in Bucharest, maybe. So what is your time frame for that?
No idea.
Your
I'm just like
ideal time frame?
I haven't thought of it. I just want to see how long I can stream at a high level, and then I'll think of it afterwards. Because moving into like a bigger place would take a huge amount of time, and it's hard to do that while focusing so much on my stream.
For sure, for sure. Like streaming looks like it's definitely your main priority and high level play, both
Yeah,
together.
yeah, more like streaming than high level play, but high level play is like the cherry on the top.
Can you talk a little bit about Legend Lobby?
It's a great tournament, and it's a big incentive for like people to try their best, even if the prize pool is not massive. I still think it's amazing that it's happening. I think it's kind of like a pilot run for Battlegrounds esports, and if it performs well, I think Blizzard is gonna like put more money, more resources into it. And right now, again, I'm doing my best, but it's not my number one priority. It's not do or die. I want to do really well for it, and it motivates me. But I never want to be in a spot where I rely on a tournament to make a living.
Okay. Well, that's a good answer. Okay, so now we get into the part of the interview where you have questions from chat. So I'm just gonna
Great.
look at. I'm just gonna look at them. Oh no, did you send them to me? I don't see them. Coming soon. Okay, it's coming soon. Chat question, yes. Sometimes you're gonna have people from your chat asking a crazy question, but I will try and moderate them. What are you hoping for in the core set?
I don't play constructed right
Yeah.
now, so
That's
no idea.
yeah. That is what I thought. So I was like,
Yeah, I hope constructed players are gonna have an amazing time
yes.
with the core set.
What do you like in Storybook Brawl that could be implemented in Battlegrounds?
Let me think. Sailing from hand is one. There was something that I saw in like the first minutes of playing, and I literally said I would love this to be in Battlegrounds, but I forgot what it was. But they're doing some very interesting things. For example, there are some cards that give you a bonus outside of the game. Like, it's the equivalent of like a 6-drop being like, you're gonna get 100 gold if you play this. It does nothing in game, but it helps your account. That's like stupid and interesting and fun.
Definitely. Do you have a favorite underwater fictional character that you hope? Okay, but that's another question from a standard. Sorry. No, let's skip that. Is D Money your cousin in America?
Who?
D Money.
I don't know who that
It's
is.
another streamer. They say you guys look the same. Uh, okay. What is your what is your favorite color? D Money is
My
in
favorite
chat.
color.
D Money is in chat. uh, so what's your favorite color? You said green.
I don't think I have a favorite color.
You need to pick one.
Mango.
Okay, good. Are you going to tell your children to take their shot at esports streaming before going to college?
I'm going to let them do what they think is best for themselves and guide them a little bit, but I don't want to influence them too much. Especially not on like dropping out of school.
For sure, for sure. How often do you walk your dog and for how long? Who walks him during the 11-hour streams?
So during the long streams, it's either my girlfriend or we leave it with my parents. But I walk him daily, I think, or close to daily.
Okay.
Sometimes even twice per day.
Okay.
But depends. Depends how packed my schedule is.
Did you have trouble speaking English when you first started streaming? Also, can you help me pronounce the word squirrel?
I don't think I had troubles with English, but I probably was pretty sloppy at speaking it. Confidently sloppy. And I just improved in time. Especially traveling helped a lot. And I think it's squirrel or something like that.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Just how you said it.
Amazing. Do you think the armor system in Battleground is the best for balance?
I think armor is good when they cannot get perfect balance. I don't think armor is a perfect system, but it's good enough.
Okay, good. Since you said you are skipping TwitchCon, maybe, where would you take a vacation?
I don't know, to like a cool vacation spot. Either in Europe. I would like to go in America for a vacation as well. I always was there on business.
Okay. Any specific place in the US you would like to visit?
LA and Vegas.
Okay.
Because they're so close to each other.
That's good. Some gambling, some playing and gambling.
Not really. I'm not into gambling.
Have you ever played poker?
I played one poker tournament that invited streamers. So I played against some other streamers.
Okay, good. When is the next cooking stream and would you put ketchup on Wagyu steak?
The next cooking stream is not planned right now. I'm sure I'm gonna do one cooking stream until the end of my Twitch career, but I have no idea when that it will be. And maybe we're gonna bring back the ketchup in action.
Okay, good. Do you like Tatre tea? A tea-based liquor?
Never tried it.
Me neither. Who's that question from? Who's that question? um, best dating advice to find a partner who likes video games, who doesn't mind you playing video games.
I'm not a love guru. I don't know. Just go out enough and you'll find the right person. That's like the most cliche thing, but I don't know. Just keep trying, KW.
Now that Hearthstone is an old game, do you think your Twitch channel has matured?
Um, yes and no. Yes, because I think I cannot grow that much more within Hearthstone, but I can always like start playing a new game and like do well on it, or just have my channel die. I don't know. It depends. Basically, within Hearthstone, yes, it matured, but overall, anything can happen depending on what games I choose to play and when I choose to play them and for how long.
Okay. Um, what is your secret to success for being a grandmaster and a top BG player?
Well, I'm not a grandmaster anymore, but when I was both a grandmaster and a top PG player, I was just doing it most of the day, all day, and I was excited to play both. I think you have to be excited for what you're doing if you want to be like really good at it. If you're playing just to get by, you're not gonna like it as much, and you're not gonna put in the hours.
Okay. So it's really to put the hours and being excited about doing it.
Pretty much, if I was to sum it up.
Okay, good. Good, good. Well, that was the last question from chat.
Woo!
You did great, thanks. Nothing crazy, except for the constructed question. Nothing crazy. So you're off the hook now. So thank you so much for accepting to be on the show today. I think your community and the Hearthstone community really likes to know a little bit more about you on a personal level and your journey as a streamer and a Hearthstone player.
Thank you for having me on the show. I hope the people are enlightened by how much Battlegrounds I play.
Good. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you're gonna have a wonderful evening with your other half.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.